What is going on to you Pisces out there? Hope y'all are having a great day. Listen, there's a link in the comment section below called a Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website where there's ways to be able to get a tarot reading from me, a private tarot reading, a birth chart reading, the books that I have that are on Amazon. Shout outs to everybody that came through so far. Shout outs to y'all. But listen, all right, so for you, Pisces, oh yeah, and smash the like button too, right? That definitely does help the channel grow. So smash the like button, hit the notification bell, smash the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Listen, so for you Pisces, you have the World, the Three of Cups, and you have the Unalive card. I don't even want to say the name anymore. You know, if I do say the name, I'll probably be caught slipping, right? Like I'm not really paying attention to it and I literally read the name of it. But I don't even want to say the name of this card. But it's Scorpio, basically. It's Unalive, it's Scorpio. Anyway, the point is, the World and the Three of Cups for you Pisces, right? There's a lot of obvious transformations. You did get the Unalive card. So wherever the Unalive card is, it means that there's huge transformations there. Sometimes it's not even necessarily something that you expected to. But in this case, it seems like it is. Because the World and the Three of Cups represents how you Pisces, once again, you are gatekeeping. You're making sure that you are okay. You're good. The Three of Cups represents people are trying to reconciliate or make up with you. And a lot of you Pisces are like, nah, you good. Nah, you're not supposed to be here. Because once again, like, how many times are these people going to do something to you before you stop rocking with them? And I'm not even asking that to be facetious. This is more so about you asking. This is more so about you asking yourself that. Like you Pisces, y'all get it, right? Like people don't rock with y'all, unfortunately. And it's not even because they don't rock with you. What it is, again, Virgo and Pisces rules over sadomasochism. So in other words, a lot of the times our relationships goes downhill, terribly downhill, because of the fact that when we get together with somebody, these are dysfunctional people that are plainly dysfunctional in front of our face, but we don't know how to choose. Or even when we think that we're getting a good deal, right? Someone that is a good match for us, they switch up and then they show you that in actuality, they're not really a good match for you in the first place. And then they really show you their real colors. They really show you, the wind is blowing over here strongly, but they really show you just how seriously dysfunctional they are, because they really show you just how seriously dysfunctional they are, because of the fact that they don't actually, they go out of their way to disrespect you Pisces. So it's like for you Pisces, the way that a lot of y'all are thinking, sorry about that, the way that a lot of y'all are thinking is y'all have the mentality of, you know, how much is it that society can show you that they don't like you, and they're just giving you a hard time because they like you, but they can't tell you that, and all this other type of stuff, and all, you know, society is fighting to be dysfunctional to you before you Pisces are like, yeah, you done. You know, and again, it's not even a question. I'm not even asking it to be facetious. I'm saying that this is what you Pisces are observing about the situation. How many relationships have you been in where you Pisces try to do your best to show people what you are about? You show them that you had value and that you are willing to share that value with them. And they completely disrespected you, and they went out of their way to do so. So, and it's like now, right? Three of Cups and the Unalive card. Now it's like, you know, after they disrespected you harshly, right? They went out of their way. It's the narratives, right? to break your heart. They knew that something was important to you. They knew that, they gained your trust just so, I'm talking about exes, right? They gained your trust just so that they could figure out a way to cause, they could figure out a way to cause harm to you, right? Hurt you emotionally, right? Get you to feel sad and dejected, down on yourself. And you Pisces felt like that. And you know what that feels like, because anybody who's watching who is not a Pisces and does not have a Pisces placement in their chart, let me explain something to you, right? And you Pisces can let me know if I'm BSing in the comment section, right? If I took an L. When it comes to a Pisces, right? And I know even when it comes to you Pisces, having a person that y'all can count on is very important, because a lot of you Pisces, y'all rule invisibility, because Pisces rules over the things unseen. So y'all rule invisibility. How many times you Pisces have felt invisible, even when it comes to family, right? Romantic relationships, right? Friendships, where they looked through you. They felt they made it a point to be disrespectful to you, give you a problem, an unnecessary problem. So now you Pisces feel like, okay, you felt terrible, right? Well, now the shoe's on the other foot, because you Pisces have an alive card, Scorpio. And there's a profound relationship between Scorpio and Pisces as well. There's a profound connection. So this is, furthermore, brings it into perspective why it is that I say that Virgo and Scorpio used to share one zodiac sign, because there's a relationship even on another level with Pisces and Scorpio. So why I'm saying all this, right, is because the unalive card and the Eight of Cups represents your transformation that has happened. The unalive card is a huge transformation. A lot of you Pisces have finally, from enough experiences, gotten it through your heads that people don't rock with you the way that you would have liked them to. A lot of you Pisces have, the ones whose minds and hearts are in the correct place, you have a lot of love to give. I mean, Venus is exalted in Pisces, the planet of love, but people give you such a hard time, and you're giving them love. They give you such a hard time, you finally got it through your head. And now the Eight of Cups is the shoe is on the other foot, because now you Pisces are not afraid of walking away. In fact, it's what it is that you're going to do whenever it is that you Pisces observe that this person does not appreciate you in their life. And the reason why it's so profound, this might as well be a major arcana, because the Eight of Cups might as well be a major arcana for this reading, because the Ten of Cups, this is about how you Pisces have way too much self-worth now, more than you've ever had, to allow someone to be disrespectful to you, right? For no reason. To go out of their way because they like to be cruel. You know, the cruelty thing is played out. The trying to be mean, and that's fashionable, right? Trying to be cool by being cruel. Cool by being cruel. That's played out for a lot of you, you know, because how long is it that you Pisces are expected to get your heart broken while another person just sits back and laughs or plays it off like they feel good about themselves when Pisces wanted to love them in the first place? So the Ten of Cups is about how you have way more self-worth now. You value yourself more. So this is about how you are withdrawing your own presence from people's lives, just in general, right? In a general, broad sense, where if you interact with others and they, like it's one, I mean, in other words, when you interact with others and they go out of their way to be truly disrespectful and they cross the line, they break the trust, right? You don't want to be around them. It's one thing if it's a person that you do not know, or you do not know that well. That's a different animal, because for you, Pisces, you don't know them. You've never been through anything with them to say that you have some sort of an attachment, some sort of trust in them. So even if when someone betrays you and they are new, those are the ones that are easier for you to walk away from, because it's obvious. You don't know them, they don't know you that well. So it's still fresh. So it doesn't have to have history behind it to amplify that hurt that you feel when you walk away. But that even goes even doubly, or I should say, when walking away becomes even more profound for you, because now you have the ability to walk away from someone who is cowardly, in the sense that they felt like they had to, they knew that they had to, in order to be sadomasochistic in order to hurt you emotionally, in order to betray your trust, they would have to act like they're decent and spend a lot of their time studying you before they do it. This really does speak volumes. The Ten of Cups, these cards really do speak volumes, because, to me anyway, but it says that for you, Pisces, this is you being like, look, there's no disliking attached to it. It's none of that stuff. You get it. People have a hard time hanging out with you for whatever made up reason in their head, and you know that it's made up. The Page of Swords is about how they, like, again, Page of Swords basically proves my point. I'm getting ahead of myself. They're coming to you with a big smile on their face, but in actuality, they don't really plan on doing you any good in the long run. They want to be mean. They want to be cruel. They want to treat you, Pisces, like trash, unjustifiably. So this Three of Cups, this person who is coming back trying to apologize to you and make amends, a lot of you Pisces are like, a lot of you Pisces are like, this it's not an emotional thing for you. This is like, you're still gonna leave them anyway. They can apologize to you till the cows come home, which the cows are not coming home, but they can apologize to you up until, forever. A lot of you Pisces understand that the trust has been broken between you and this person. So, and this is profound, because this is not just about this person. The Queen of Swords and the Two of Cups, this is about the concept of how people build trust is flawed. They're going out of their way to tear down individuals that have tried to be there for them as consistently as possible for them. And they're dealing with terrible practices. Because how do you treat the people in your life like trash who's been there for you the most? You don't. You have to have some level of respect for them. Profound respect, because this is what I mean when I say that they're cowards. They think that they're being so intelligent, but it's like, no, if they really was on some hostile takeover type stuff, how come, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be a mixture of the lion and the fox. Sometimes it takes you being bold. Sometimes it takes you being smarter and slicker, right? So you have to know which approach to take. A person who consistently, their game plan is to specifically get close to somebody. That way they can start acting like they don't have any kind of common sense. By definition, is a coward, because they exclusively only act a fool with someone because they are familiar with them. They don't, you notice how it is that they don't act a fool or act like they don't have any kind of common sense with people that they are not familiar with, or may be familiar with them to a certain extent, but doesn't let them get that close enough to actually make any kind of significant impact in their life, one way or the other. So by definition, they are cowards because they don't have another approach. So the Queen of Swords and the Two of Cups, this is symbolic. It's not just about this particular person. It's about the ideology that you can live in the ghost nation yourself and be quite comfortable, because Pisces also represents isolation as well, along with the crabs. Pisces does represent isolation. Pisces itself, as well as the crabs, like I said, Pisces represents putting yourself into a different place. Pisces represents solitude. The crabs represent solitude too, the solitude that you get from isolation, right? Creating that distinction, that separation between yourself and other people. And gaining a peace of mind from not having all of these goofballs around you. The Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords now is about how, because you've gotten your heart broken way too many times for you not to learn your lesson. You know, the Ten of Swords, you get it. Everybody is in the game. So many people are caught up in the game, but you are not in the game though. So if that's the attitude, if that's the mentality, if that is the modus operandi of how others are going to operate with you, or if that's how they're going to move, why would you Pisces bless these people with your presence? I'm seeing that you Pisces are choosing not to. Their punishment, people's punishment, will be you not being in their life and letting them understand from experiences how hard they have it because of how easy you Pisces made it for them. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Ten of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune, Five of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Eight of Wands, and then you have the Page of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune and the Five of Pentacles speaks to how now you Pisces are learning from your mistakes, and you're learning that not everyone has your best interest in mind, but you're learning how to dig deep enough early on to find out where a person stands and how valuable they are, if they have any kind of value within themselves, or if they're caught up in a lost value system, they're dysfunctional. So the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Swords speaks to how they will have to really legitimately put in an effort. I'm not saying that they have to chase after you, but they definitely have to show you and tell you that they like you. It's not enough. This is what I'm saying. A lot of you Pisces are calling their bluffs now because you're not sitting around waiting for someone to have your back. It's more so about how if you will ask them if they are serious, and you will sit back and observe them, especially when it's time to show and prove that they have your best interest in mind. And if you Pisces see that they do not have your best interest in mind, it's cool, because you will just leave them alone, because you wasn't necessarily sitting up and putting all your eggs in one basket and waiting to see if they are actually decent, if they are going to be a decent person. decency is something that comes from within. So if they don't have the decency within themselves, you're not going to sit around and wait for them to use that kind of leverage for them to particularly break your heart. You Pisces will keep it in mind, people are capable of doing anything. They're capable of breaking your heart in the first place. So the Eight of Wands now and the Page of Swords now is about how you Pisces will continue to move forward regardless of if people have your back or not. So what it is I'm seeing about you Pisces is that a lot of you are very much so in the ghost nation. A lot of the zodiac signs over here have ghosted, in the sense that a lot of you understand what time it is. It's about getting to know others. And if the person tries to overdo it, then you will leave them. And it's about not being afraid to leave. Okay? That is self-preservation at its finest, because you see the danger coming up ahead of how people are sizing you up and testing you to see if they can get you to accept their dysfunctionality in your life. And you Pisces have dealt with that so much in your life when you were younger. You began to see that this is by design, and this is not something that you want. You don't want to constantly be a part of a dysfunctional person's life. So a lot of you Pisces now are like, listen, if the person shows you this, that they have some real issues. I'm not talking about flaws that everyone has. I'm talking about real issues. I'm talking about serious issues, right? Person starts spazzing out on you for no reason when all you did was make a joke, an honest joke, an honest in your heart joke. They spaz out on you. They have an overreaction. They go crazy. They say things that are hurtful or they do things that are hurtful, right? Take away gifts that they said that they have for you and stuff like this. If you Pisces see that type of stuff, you're going to leave them alone. And you will, like I said, you will let them see how difficult things can be for them.